Welcome back, everybody. This is Wings of Wax, and we are playing Slay the Spire. We have finally ascended to playing the Silent after our recent victory, long-awaited victory, of the Ironclad. So, let's see where we're at right now. We have an anchor to be able to start us off. We have a bag of marbles to be able to apply a vulnerable. We have an ectoplasm for extra energy. We have twisted funnel, which is fantastic for the Silent. So we can apply 4 poison to all enemies at the start of each combat. So that's great. So in other words, it's going to deal 4, 7, 9, 10 damage. Right? I think it's how math works. So 10 damage is basically what this is going to deal over the course of 4 turns. We also have Ancient Tea Set, which is whenever we rest at a site, we get 2 additional energy at the next combat, which if we plan out our combats accordingly, we should be able to take full advantage of this, being able to fight against elites and stuff like that, especially with Ring of Snake drawing us 2 additional cards at the start of each combat. We have Preserved Insect, which is enemies in elite combats have 25% less HP. We have Mummified Hand, which is whenever a power is played, a random card in our hand costs 0 mana. This does not target, by the way, cards that already cost 0 mana, in case you're wondering. And we just picked up the Busted Crown, which is gain additional energy, and future rewards have 2 less cards to choose from. So all of the combats that we fight, we're only going to be able to see 1 card. And looks like we upgrade all of our strikes and defends. So looks like we got a random event for that. We have Envenom to be able to work with here. Wraith Form is going to be great against the end bosses as well as Caltrops. So we are looking to upgrade those towards the end of this this round here, which we're going to get a free upgrade no matter what if we get to the heart, so we can save one of those if we need to. I actually don't know what we picked up. Corpse Explosion and 1,000 Cuts, and I remember the reason why we picked up 1,000 Cuts is because we actually had the Mummified Hand. So we have Corpse Explosion. I want to know what this looks like. Upgrade, just okay, 3 additional poison. Okay, so that's not like a priority to upgrade. Footwork is probably more of a priority to upgrade. Does Backflip just draw you more cards? No, it does not. Okay. So yeah, I would say Wraith Form, Caltrops, and Footwork are probably the next 3 on the list of upgrades. And I'm not sure which one we're going to start with. But anyways, let's go see what we're going to get for combats here. So we want to avoid elites if we possibly can, because I don't want to fight the Nemesis. I think we could do okay against the Nemesis because we have enough defensive stuff, but at the same time, I would just like to avoid it if at all possible. So, is there an option? Yes, there is. So it looks like these center roots do not touch an elite. So, and we don't have any gold because of the ectoplasm. So going to the shop is actually irrelevant. Question marks are actually pretty good for us to hit, so we can go like up this way and through this path to hit a campfire to upgrade. Or we can rest obviously if we need to, and then we have the option to be able to probably upgrade at this one if we rest at the other ones. So and then we can just move further up and just hit the question marks along the way. So I think I like that plan. Let's do this. First enemies is the Darklings with Lifelink. So Corpse Explosion should be really helpful here. And we should set that up on one of these enemies. Leg Sweep will prevent us from taking damage. Actually, we don't even need to. Let's go for a Dramatic Entrance first. We obviously want to cast Dagger Spray. And I think we just want to focus in on one enemy. This one is not the weakest, actually. Can we kill one this turn is the question. We have 9. So 18. 24. We can. Let's do it. Let's do it. Corpse Explosion. Let's go. They're all dead. Yes. Didn't even have to take any damage. I don't think Acrobatics is worthwhile because we do have extra mana. So maybe it actually is worthwhile, but we have 5 mana a turn. We do have like Calculated Gamble, which is kind of like what Acrobatics does. Similar. I feel like Acrobatic works when you have more 0 mana cards to take advantage of, which we only really have like one that we fully can take advantage of. I guess Escape Plan counts too, but it's kind of like half a card at that point. Calculated Gamble kind of counts too. Yeah, I don't think we need Acrobatics. Just gotta gum up the deck. Do we want to receive 2 madness? With 5 energy a turn, I don't think we need to, so I guess we're just gonna lose 4 max HP. That kind of sucks, but oh well. It should work out fine. We have Tesseract here. I do not want to lose HP, so let's see if we get anything options that we actually want here, which blind is probably not worth it. Thank you, Mr. Krabs. Yeah, let's just move on here. So we can afford to deal the dramatic entrance damage, which is good. So I think we should. From there, we can Piercing Wail to make sure that we take far less damage this turn. And I do think we go for a Footwork. Just a matter of, like, do we want to calculate a gamble to get rid of any of this? I'm not sure we actually need to. These are all reasonable cards for this turn. This makes it so we take 0 damage. And then we can just try to apply some pressure. They're going to be dealing us, what, 9 damage? So we actually can attack the Thorny Boy. And I think that is good because we want to be able to get rid of calculated gamble. We can afford to do 1 more attack to him, so I think that's worth it. And this isn't going to kill it, so I think we'll go for the Exploder. And we'll wait until we can put up some more block to finally take out this Thorny Boy. But Thorny Boy and Exploder are the 2 priorities. We just have to make sure that we don't take too much damage along the way. Like, this is actually reasonable because this will actually kill the Thorny Boy. I should also note that it looks like all-out attack might kill all of these too. This one won't die this turn. So should we dash him? All-out attack. And we can just... There we go. Perfect. We didn't take any damage. Quick Slash. It's worth it, probably. Because it replaces itself, I think it's actually worth it here. Because we could get to a point where, like, we don't need, like, defends or something like that, and all we have is, like, defends in our hand. Yeah, I think that's worth it. Let's head down this path so we can get to that campfire. Corpse Explosion, Corpse Explosion. Okay, we didn't get a Corpse Explosion. That's fine. We did get 1,000 cuts, though, which is actually reasonable, so I will use that. We did get Dramatic Entrance reduced, or I'm sorry, Leg Sweep reduced. I definitely want to be able to go for this. From there, let's see. Do we go for a Quick Slash, see if we draw something that might help us out? I think we do. Quick Slash deals more damage than Skewer anyways. This one has the most amount of health, so I guess I'm going to try to go for that one. I'm just trying to, like, spread love so that way we can take them out all in about the same time. So these guys are going to... The ones that are blocking are probably going to be attacking next turn, so I think those are the ones we're going to leg sweep. I'm going to go for this one, I guess. And from there, this deals less damage than Skewer. So we're just going to try to make it so that way... Oh, you're dead because of vulnerable. Correct. So we're getting close to being able to just kill these guys in this turn, so... I'm glad I weakened you. We do have Corpse Explosion this turn. So, is there a way we can actually kill one of these? He already has 3 poison on him, which would be 9. Nope, we're not quite there. I mean, we can still set up the Corpse Explosion, though, for the following turn. So, let's put the Corpse Explosion on this one since he's not blocking next turn. And we'll just... Oh, he is dead. Oh, okay. Oh, did I miscount something there? I think I drew an extra attack. Didn't I? Don't even... Whatever. Moving on. Dagger Spray. Deal 6 to all enemies twice. Do we need another AoE? It is really good with Envenom. I don't think it's worth it because I think we'd rather take, like, poison cards at this point. Yes, I actually need to recall. I'm just going to recall so I just don't forget later, basically. It is better for me to upgrade there, but... Fortunately, we get a shop. We do get to smith here, though. What do we want to smith? Caltrops is worthwhile. Footwork and Wraith Form are all 3 solid choices. Let's see here. We do want all of them. How many more campfires do we have? We have 1 campfire. Okay, so I think we can save the footwork, since I actually think the footwork is probably the best thing for us to upgrade. Caltrops is probably number 2, and then Wraith Form is going to be upgraded when we get to the heart. If we get to the heart, we should. But I think footwork is just better here. Footwork is going to be better against a lot of these other enemies. Let's see what we get. Snecko's Skull. Whenever you apply poison, apply 1 additional poison. Yeah, that counts with Envenom. If we could find the bottled trinket to be able to put Envenom into our opening hands, holy crap, this will be crazy. We can get rid of Wraith Form. I don't necessarily think we want to. Is a strike or a defend the best option to get rid of? We have a lot of attacks, I know. I think we're pretty close to even here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just gonna go for the 1 mana. 5, 6, 7. I guess that counts. 8. 8 1 mana. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we would get rid of a strike if that's the case. I have a cat down here. Excuse me. I think it's worth it to get rid of a strike. I think we're more defensive anyways, so. Lose the fear potion to obtain a relic, or lose footwork. I think I would actually don't mind giving up this potion. What do we get? We get Regal Pillow, which I'm not sure is actually going to do anything for us. It depends on if we actually take any damage. If it does, then like we're just looking at upgrade cards, which I don't think we're going to be taking very much damage. Let's go for an escape plan, see where that leads us. We get dash. Let's go for the dramatic entrance. These guys are all poisoned except for the one at the end. So we have to keep that in mind, which means we potentially could kill one right here. The exploder is probably the one that needs to die first, just for, you know, to make sure that we can actually not take 30 damage. Excuse me, what are you doing over there? There's only one of you, right? Yep, there's only one. Okay. Let's see, we have Dagger Throw to be able to go with. Let's see if we can actually take this guy out. We can. We can Blur, which I think is just going to be better than going for, like, a Defend. Neutralize would get rid of his last defect on him. I'm not opposed to that. Yeah, and then we just go for, like, Strike. We go for a Bash. Blur. Alrighty. We're taking a little slow just because this is the first run, and I want to make sure that we're not going to make too many misplays. So 1,000 cuts is probably the play here. We're actually not taking any damage, but we do have a leg sweep, which is fantastic. I will go for the footwork here. I don't think we actually go for the defend. I think we actually go for the calculated gamble. That doesn't actually help us either. That's unfortunate. So let's just make sure we don't take any damage this turn. That is the priority. Let's go for the backflip. We're not going to use Wraith Form since we have enough to block. From there, this deals 12. This deals 12. And I guess we just skewer? Sure. Alright, he's not putting up any block this turn, so we should be dead. Alchemize! Woo! Alrighty. We get another Fear Potion. Dodge and roll. I think I'm going to skip. I don't think we need another block card right now. This is actually a reasonable one, though, but... I just don't think it, like, like it's at some point you have to like realize that like you're just adding more filler to the deck, and you want to be able to get to like the powers and stuff like that more often, and this will make it so it's like one card deeper for us to be able to get into those powers, and I think that's the reason why we don't take that. Yeah, I don't think like upgrading everything is pretty reasonable, but means we can't heal. I don't think we're really at a place where we can actually take advantage of that. I just had to look because I hear things going on in the background. There are kitties that have just been fed that now have tons of energy. I think we just fight the Act 1 boss. Alright, 1,000 cuts. We can set that up. Do I want to go for like a quick slash first? Nah, that we can deal more damage and stuff, so because here I'm at a Wraith form. Let's go. Do we want to backflip actually? I think we don't want to. Just because we can actually apply some good pressure this turn. I would like to be able to play the poison backstab. Yeah, I guess that plus all out attack is probably just better than going for like a dash. And we pass. Alright, well, unfortunately we're going to take quite a bit of damage here, so let's weaken him. That looks like a reasonable turn. We are taking some damage, but it's not the end of the world, so we don't have any blocks here. So let's see if we can find one block. We drew a leg sweep. Okay. I'm not sure we actually want to spend the time to be able to cast Caltrops, because I don't think he's going to survive until for that to be relevant. That deals more damage. This deals more damage than the strike. All set. Let's go. We got Alchemize. Let's see what you get. We got the Shiv Potion. Okay. Yeah, I guess we're just blocking this turn. And I might as well play all of them because they all deal 2 damage. Alright, we have Footwork, which is helpful. I think we just cast the Piercing just to make sure we can prevent all the damage being dealt to us this turn and deal 2 damage to him. Because he is dead basically this turn. So... oops. There we go. We took 11. We got a Peace Pipe. Ooh, we actually do need some more poison, so that is reasonable. We'll take that. Okay, so we have 10 block. Backflip is not nearly as good, I feel like, here. I think we just weaken this guy. So we're taking 15, 24, 33. We can backflip. I just don't think we need to. And I don't think we're going to cast Strike. I think we're going to go for Caltrops. Oh, right. I forgot powers make things free. So we actually do have the option to be able to attack something. We're not going to attack a Thorny Boy because we don't want to take any more damage. I will go for one of the Exploders. That was a reasonable turn, though. We took no damage here, and we're able to get the Caltrops rolling and basically just get them all to like half health-ish. I think that's reasonable. We don't have any blocks, so I can't really go for Dagger Spray otherwise. I guess I could go for like Wraith Form Dagger Spray. That is probably a decent choice, actually. Yeah, you know what? We'll let you get your time to shine here. So these guys are dead. I took extra damage that I didn't need to. That was very silly. I probably took like 2 extra damage there. We do not need acrobatics. We're fighting against who? The awakened one. Hero? Hero? That is my cat Muta. Whenever he gets lonely, he likes to say hero to everybody. to see where everybody's at. It's usually also his calling to let our other cat know, Bella, that he wants to play. Yeah, I think we only need one. No, we need 2 upgrades still. Smith. And I think I'll go for the intangible form because I think that's going to be better against the awakened one for us than Caltrops. And we'll save Caltrops for the final upgrade if we can get there. All right, let's see what type of damage we can do. I would like to deal 10 damage to all. We get an attack potion, which I'll probably use here. I think that's reasonable. Choke is actually decent here for 0 mana. We just need to be able to block 10 more, which we have a defend, so we can block a lot of that, and we can also neutralize him. But I do think we want to choke one of these guys. I think we'll go for the one that has the most amount of HP. And then we can go for, like, neutralize on him. Dramatic entrance. We do need to cast a defend. And skewer deals more damage. But let's strike you. So that way we can skewer this guy. And they're both dead. Perfect. That went very well. All right. I think we want to apply vulnerable to him. Let's start with a quick slash, see where that leads us. Envenom is fantastic. Unfortunately, it does raise his offense, his strength. But I think it's worthwhile. I don't think we go for the all-out attack. We just want to go for the defend to be able to prevent as much damage as possible here. I should consider to be able to go for this cunning potion if I do decide to use it before he runs out of vulnerability, so got to keep that in mind. He is poisoned, so Bane does a lot of work here. And we'll just go ahead and cast all of our cards. We still have one more turn to decide if we actually want to go for the Shiv or not. I might want to save it for when he actually turns into the awakened form. And I don't think Wraith is going to be worthwhile, nor do I think Caltrops is actually worth it here either. So I think we go for like a Flying Knee and then Calculated Gamble this hand away. Corpse Explosion is pretty good. Leg Sweep is also good. Yeah, I think we might want to save that for when he actually turns into the awakened one. We are taking 4 damage this turn. Technically, this deals more damage over the course of this game. Doesn't get exhausted either, okay. Although this is 12 damage? I think Corpse Explosion still deals more damage over the long run. I could be wrong. We do have Footwork, which we should probably use. Unfortunately, it's going to give him a buff, but I think that's still worth it. Do we want to try to roll into a defend? What do we have in our deck? We have Backflip we could potentially draw into. I'm going to be really mad if we actually draw that 1,000 cuts. I think trying to draw, yes, into something that prevents damage this turn is actually more relevant. And we have 1,000 cuts, which is another power, unfortunately, but we just need to get like all the powers out there. Like I realize that he is getting stronger and stronger because of it, but inevitably I think we're going to be dealing more damage over the course of the game, so I don't know why I'm taking it slow. I'm just making sure that I guess I'm just ordering correctly. That's really what it comes down to right now. We're taking 34, which means we can kill you here. Okay. We want to be able to draw a Wraith form pretty soon. And we have, like, Calculated Gamble to try to find it. Obviously, we also have Backflip to potentially help us try to find it, too. Let's go. Because he's going to deal large chunks of damage. Let's escape plan, see what we find. We found a defend. Let's go. We want to be able to put up enough block this turn, so I think we're just not going to cast the all-out attack, I would imagine. We prevent all the damage being dealt. It's a really good turn for us. We have to leg sweep to make sure we don't take too much damage. We have Piercing Wail for this turn, too. From there, I don't think the poison is going to be that good for us, to be honest. It also just makes more sense because we already have Envenom on him, so... Or we already have Envenom, which will apply 2 poison for each one of these. Question is, do we go for the Dagger Throw first? And I think we do, because we might be able to draw something that's more relevant. Yeah, like that puts more poison on him. Okay. We take 1 damage here. We are pretty defensive. Calculated Gamble A. I do really need to draw Wraith form. He's only dealing us 27 here, though. So maybe I don't need to do it this turn. So he'll go up to 30 damage if I play the Caltrops. Yeah, I think we can wait 1 more turn. Because we're going to get healed back to full HP at the end of this. This would be the turn to go for the Wraith form. Because we're not going to get the option again, is basically what it comes down to. I think we do go for it here, though. And sure, we'll put up a block. Why not? So basically we have 2 turns to kill him. It's not dilly-dally. Let's see if we actually need to use this potion or not. Doesn't look like we'll need to. Nice. We got him. Awesome. I was a little worried about that fight, but because I knew we had the Wraith form, I feel like it was going to be, pretty easy for us. So, the thump. Ready to fight the heart? Yeah, let's go. 720. Alrighty. Well, we got to the heart. That'd be really funny if we were able to kill the heart on the first go. Like, just think of how long it took us to kill, first of all, to get to the heart with the Ironclad. And our first run here. We're already there. Yeah, we have to go with the Caltrops. Caltrops is going to be fantastic, so let's go. Let's go. Shop doesn't do anything for us, so we skip. Let's see if we can get a potion here. We have Envenom, which is great to start off with. We do want that. Definitely going to Dramatic Entrance. We don't really have enough block for this turn. I'm thinking maybe we just calculate a gamble, but I could use the Neutralize to be able to reduce him from dealing more damage to us, or actually dealing more damage to us this turn. I just don't want to take, like, any HP if I can help it. Neutralize will save us from, what, like 4 or 5 damage if we do it to this one. Which is about the same for the other guy, too. I think it'll save 5 or 6 damage, actually. And I think all of our defends are just better anyways, so I think we go for a calculated gamble. See if we... Yeah. We drew a blur. Okay. That's at least helpful. Let's start with a quick slash here. We got defend, which is great. That way we can block all the damage this turn, and we're just going to apply some more pressure to this guy. Just barely got that. He's dealing us a lot of damage. How much damage will Corpse Explosion do? 110. I should have gone for the 1,000 cuts. That was very silly. So I might have to actually pop the... He's deal 9 damage. Okay. Well, we're there. We are there. There we go. We got it. Didn't take any damage. And we got a bronze scales. Oh my god, Caltrops will love you. Eat your heart out. Another 1,000 cuts. Nah, this one's not upgraded, so I think we pass on that. Alright, it's time for the heart. Let's see what we can do. We have a Caltrops to start with. I am actually enthralled by that right now. We don't want to draw this, so yes. 0 mana, sure. Let's draw some more cards. We have an Alchemize. None of these really like do a lot for us here, so I think we maybe just calculate a gamble this all the way. See if we can dig for some more, yeah, like Envenom is what I was kind of looking for there. Carry over some block for the following turn. That was really good for us. Oh, I should have applied some poison to him and gone for the... Yeah, potions. Let's see what we get. We get a Wraith form or another Envenom or another Caltrops. Oh my god. Oh, Caltrops is going to deal more damage than Envenom will. And Wraith form... We already have one for this turn. We have to go for the Caltrops. Clearly we're going to be using all these potions, so... Do we need to go for the Wraith form this turn? I don't think we do. But because we have Envenom, it actually makes sense for us to go for this Cunning Potion. And then obviously we're going to go for a Poison Stab. It's just a matter of do we cast the Wraith form or not. Intangible for the next couple of turns, next 3 turns. Can we actually deal enough damage to make that worth it? Because then we're not going to be able to block for the later turns. I mean, we will. We'll be able to block. Yeah, I think we go for the Wraith form. I think we just do it. Sure, we'll cast a Slime. I think we just pull the trigger. Alrighty. Well, let's get to work. I guess we could have just cast that to make sure we didn't take any damage, but let's do it, Caltrops. Ho! Yep. We have a defend we can go for to make sure we don't take any damage, basically. And Skewer is just going to deal a lot of damage here. Let's go. We're no longer intangible. Well, that's the best thing we can do for this turn. Let's see. Are we going to be able to do it? I don't know. He's close. He's very close. Are we dead on this turn? We need to deal 120 something damage. Oh my god, 23? Yeah, that's not happening. Oh boy, that is so close though. That is so incredibly close. That is so incredibly close. We need to survive one more turn. Yeah. Breaks my heart. We were so close here. Survive one more turn and he'd be dead. Oh, that was a good run. That was a very good run. I think if we took that Wraith form early on, instead of taking the CALTROPS #2, maybe we could have survived like 3 extra turns and then been able to draw into the other Wraith form and just get 2 Wraith forms rolling. That might have been what set us over the edge. If we just took the other Wraith form, I think that actually would have done it for us. That is very disappointing. That is very disappointing. Oh, that kills me. I don't know if intangible stacks. That was my biggest issue. Like if we had gone for that, I wasn't sure if it was going to. Which now that I am thinking about it, I think it will stack if we ended up going for that. Oh, that would have been an extra turn, but it would have been probably like 30 less damage on him. Yeah, that actually I think would have done it for us. I think that would have killed him. So I think that was the misplay. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. We got really far on our very first run. We were 1 turn away from being able to kill the heart. Like, you know it's going to happen soon. And that's what I'm saying is like the Ironclad is probably one of the hardest ones to defeat the heart with, unless you can get like a strength build that scales or a defensive build that scales. Whereas the silent, I feel like all the other characters have their own ways of being able to get to the heart and defeat the heart much more frequently. So you should see probably in the next couple of runs, we're probably going to defeat the heart and then move on to the defect. But it might not be the next run, but it's going to be very soon. I would imagine we could probably get to the heart on the next run. So look forward to that. Look forward to us defeating the heart so we can move on to the next class. And then I think once I defeat all the classes, I've been trying to work on my account then when I'm not recording to try to unlock Ascension 20. And what Ascension 20 is, if people don't know, it is the hardest level of difficulty you can actually defeat the game in. And I probably won't be shooting to defeat the hearts in Ascension 20 runs, but I will be looking to try to get to the end of Act 3. And if I think we can potentially get to the heart, then obviously I will go for it. But I think the end goal for they're called A20 runs, in case anybody doesn't know what they are, which is Ascension 20, which means there's 20 things that are harder in the game. And I'll explain it when we actually get to that. But yeah, basically there's 20 things that just make the game harder. And it actually lists them off individually to let you know what things they changed to make it harder. So it's just like, it's basically just like hard mode. It's you know, it's insane for runs. And I think that's what inevitably this is going to turn into, is just trying to do A20 Ascension 20 runs. But right now I'm just trying to be able to defeat the game from the base level and defeat with all the characters and be able to defeat the heart with all the characters. And then we'll consider being able to move over to the A20 runs, or maybe I just choose a different game. I've been toying with the idea of a couple of games, so I'm not really sure. You might have actually already seen a game that comes out by the time you see this. I'm not really sure. I've been thinking about it. So, yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. It does truly help out the channel, and it just brings so much gratitude to myself. I appreciate everybody that goes the extra mile to leave a like or just comment down below or subscribe to the channel, because it goes a long way. It makes me want to be able to record more videos, so I greatly appreciate it. You guys, you fill my heart with a little extra love every day, so thank you. Make sure you guys do something positive for yourself today, even if it's something small. Just do one thing a day that is positive, that moves yourself forward. Make that tough call. You know, it's kind of like the swallow the frog for some of it, but some of the other stuff is, meaning do swallow the frog first thing in the morning is basically what the quote, I think, is something like, where you basically just do the hardest thing to start your day, and then the rest of your day is a lot easier. Or just do something positive, you know, make yourself a healthy meal. You know, go for a little walk, do something. Bring yourself some joy. That's it. Good luck and grind on, everyone.